Hey kids, welcome to Friyay Storytime. I hope you're having a magnificent Friday as it is Valentine's Day. So we believe in fairyland just to give lots of people lots of magic hugs, and I love you for just being you. And you know what? We can do that every day. We don't need Valentine's Day to celebrate, but check out my BFFE fairy crown. It's amazing because I went to a very special magical fairy flamingo tap dancing ballet school this morning, and it was absolutely very hilarious with Mr. Sniffle Snoff, the upside down flamingo pants. We've also got something special just before we start our story. Our winner of our colouring in comp, which was last Saturday when we did our book release at a Little Book Nook, and thank you everybody for coming along to the Little Nook boutique children's wear for our magical book release. And Henry, you have done a superb magical colouring in picture of our Giggle Got Dragon's cauldron with his magical cloud spell in there. And you know what? I love it so much, so we decided to give you a special Stardust Fairies party. What? So get on your magical fairy shoe phone, give us a buzz, tell us what day you want your birthday party, and we will fairy fly out to you. You can have a superhero one, you can have a fairy one, you can have a mermaid, wizard, or Knights of the Round Jelly Table. So it's up to you. So let's get started. This is where we left off. I think it was page 16, and if you remember back, Faery Emma had got into a little bit of a fairy pickle on the way because the Wimbly Wombles Wizard had asked her to come and help him because he had done the wrong spell. Silly Wimbly Wombles Wizard. So let's start at page 16 and we're going to start reading it. You can read along if you like with your magic book if you've picked one up at the Little Nook or page 8. So let's start. Page number magical 16. I need you to fly like the wind to my treehouse and fetch me the spotty make everything right pouch from under my cauldron. But you've caught me at the wrong time. I'm heading out, said Faery Emma. I know I can rely on you. Meet me at the Tea Tree Hospital. Ooh, what do you call your hospital in human land? Do you call it the Tea Tree Hospital? As soon as you can. It's an emergency. And he disappeared as quick as he arrived, leaving behind a cloud of purple fizz. Oh, how cute. From a little wizard. Of course, Wizzy, she nodded and scrunched up her nose. Can you scrunch up your nose? Oh, when you get in a bit of a pickle and you really don't want to help, but you know you have to help. And she poked out her tongue. I don't really want to help Wizzy out. I'll be there in a fairy jiffy, she said. Fairy Fruit Loops. Her morning had now become quite a pickly one, and her flight exam was the first on the student list. Oh no, I hope she can make it. She looked at Cookie, her loyal friend. Will I make it back in time for my test? She looked really concerned. If you zip to Mr. Wombles and zoom to the Tea Tree Hospital, you just might, he cackled. Within a fairy second, she popped on her riding hat and was flying towards Stardust, her trusty unicorn. He was stretched out, snoring beneath a wreath of speed flight medals that were pinned to the stable box wall. Faery Emma jumped on his back without even saying hello. Oh, hello, senorita, he said. What's with all the huffy-puffy? We have a very important task to do. We must fly to Wizzy's treehouse as quick as a fairy flick, Stardust. Vamos, hold on to your flight bands and we will be there before you can say enchiladas in underpants. And sure enough, they were. Have you got a magic unicorn at your treehouse? There he is. Mr. Stardust, having a little sleep. And do you know anybody that speaks Mexican? Or maybe your family's Mexican or Spanish. So in here, we've got, again, the bolded letters like enchilada that explains to you what an enchilada is. Maybe you already know what an enchilada is. Is an enchilada made out of chocolate? It's made out of marshmallows. Is it made out of seaweed? or corn chips perhaps? I wonder. Let's go to the next page. So our next page is chapter 2, a cloud recipe. Let's see what this chapter's about. I wonder what's going to happen to Faery Emma. I'm really quite very worried about her. Giggle Got the Dragon was in his floating cloud, caravan munching his dragon pops. Yum! And reading the daily air forecast for Humanland when he saw a speck of light speed past the window. I wonder if that was Stardust and Faery Emma flying past. What was that? Asked his friend Banjo the dodo bird. I'm not sure, he chuckled. But it is sure the perfect morning for cloud making, don't you think, Banjo? How do you know? Asked Banjo. Because the human land sky is painted completely in blue today. He began. Not a dragon speck of cloud can be spotted. In fact, I think I'll create some cloud magic for the humans before the Tooth Academy flying exams this afternoon. They'll like that. See you later, alligator. Giggle chuckled while he was popping on his marshmallow roller skates and bubble pop air mask. A dragon that wears roller skates? Well, hello and good afternoon to you, Mr. Magical Giggle Got the Dragon. How cute is he? And the best thing is you get to colour him in, which is really cute. So let's go to the next page. Are you ready to make your special magical next page voice? Meow, meow, quack, quack. Here we go. Look at that. Can you see here? There is some magic mountains. Have you ever been to the mountains before, or do you have mountains that are close by? Let's read this page. In the flip of a dragon whip, he skated off to Specklebrew Mountain, the only place in Star Zumbleland that grew exactly the right ingredients for his cloud recipes. Do you like to cook? I love fairy cooking, but I always make a huge mess. Miss Faery Emma, his BFF, was usually by his side to help collect the ingredients for his amazing cloud sculptures, but he knew today was very important to her. As he reached the heights of Specklebrew Mountain, he passed a bubble pop air mask warning sign and stopped to pop on his bubble pop air mask. What do you wear masks for? Do you wear a mask when you are swimming in the pool? Do you wear a mask if you are dressing up? I wonder. You see, the air changes as you enter the atmosphere and it becomes very thin. So thin that if you breathe in the slightest particle of air, your whole body will be attacked with a Specklebrew Giggle virus. What? Oh my stars and thunderpops! What is a Specklebrew Giggle virus? Do you think you end up giggling all over Fairy Town? Some fairies have giggled and laughed uncontrollably for weeks until the virus has left their bodies. Imagine that! You would have fairy stitches. Your mum and dad tell you funny jokes, or perhaps your friends tell funny jokes. So, it's pretty cute. Let's go to the next page. Are you ready? We're on to page number 22. Are you ready to go? Bing. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Giggle took a deep dragon breath and just hovered for a dragon second to admire the glistening mountain peaks that we saw on the last page. They changed every hour, and this morning they were gobsmackingly amazing. Each peak was covered with sparkly, tiny emeralds, crystals. I've never seen such a magical thing. I mean, I actually have with Giggle, but I think I might have had a bit of cloud dust in my fairy brain because I can't remember seeing it so beautifully like that. Well, bust my glitter buttons, he said, pulling out his crystal wand. He swirled it into the skies and a haze of dust appeared, and then pop! A little list of ingredients fell in front of his magic dragon face. And look at this. Whoop! let's have a look at the dragon ingredients together. So here's the shopping list for him to make the amazing cloud dough for the cloud creations that we see in Human Land. So it's 2 pickle pock eggs. They're cute. There's a mama one and a bubby one. How cute. And a pinch of mallow dust. Oh, have you ever smelt mallow dust before? It's absolutely very delicious. It smells like a cross between marshmallows and daisies and raspberries. And a splash of bubbly bubble water. There she is. Hello, Mrs. Bubbles. Hello, Miss Magic Fairy Emma Pants. How are you today? I'm actually really very good. Thank you. Thanks for asking. So that continues and concludes our magical chapter 2. We'll still be on chapter 2 next week, but we'll be on page number 24 when we see the awesome ingredients get put into the cauldron and mixed up to turn into a cloud dough. So don't forget to tune in next Friday for story time with me and the crazy fairy stuff. And happy Valentine's, and see you later when your magical legs are straighter. And let's go out on some more music.